Hey guys, look who it is. It's Sinead. Hey. So Sinead's here today. We're going to cut her hair. So let's see what we come up with, huh? You've been really busy, Sinead, haven't you?
I know. Good though.
I heard on the grapevine that she's like the hottest property on the market at the moment in terms of modelling.
Number one.
Every hairdresser wants to shoot with Sinead.
What's happening? It's the season. It's the season for change.
Just trying to create a really nice shape in the nappy for Sinead. The front's probably not going to change much at all, if anything at all actually, because it's more about making a more flattering shape for her nape and her neck. So this should be fun. I was hoping to talk her into having a pixie cut, but it was like, no chance, mate. No fucking chance. I tried. Alright, let's do that little nape section first. Then we will just take, this time, a horizontal section, just to in front of the ear. Spin around. Yeah. How good's my Metallica t-shirt? Hey, it's the best. Crying kids is such an amazing contraception, isn't it? That's right, I've got a child. Just kidding, I'm kidding. Not really. No, when it's your own kid, it's fine. No, I would have had heaps more kids if we could, but we can't. Unfortunately. Let's have a look. It's cool. For those of you on Instagram who didn't get to see it, but on YouTube, what I'm going to do now, grab this clip. Just going to run right through the temple to my section in the back. Yeah. So when did you find out about this job on the island?
I have no idea.
Sounds pretty amazing.
Gotta be patient and cross my fingers, cross my toes.
Yeah, I imagine the selection process would be quite involved. Be a lot of people would be applying for the job.
I have no doubt.
Beautiful. Some of you guys might recognise Sinead. She's on my Instagram a fair bit. We work together a lot. I just think that she has such a beautiful soul, and that really comes through, especially when we're working with photography. I think sometimes the models that we engage with forget that photography really exposes you as a person. I think if you are a little bit of a sourpuss, which you're not really, you can actually come through. So you need to be able to not only look great on camera, but you need to be able to allow that personality to come through on the camera as well. And Sinead's also been very trusting with me to explore different looks for her, and I think that's why we've been doing so much cool stuff together lately. We've had some pretty cool gigs, just not even with me as well, huh?
Yeah. I think you've been really, really busy.
That's good.
It's good.
I told you that would happen when we cut your hair off.
I know. Everyone should cut their hair off. Actually, no. Nobody cut their hair off. Ever.
Why?
So I'm the only one.
There you go. That's the edge.
That's the edge.
So you probably noticed there that I layered the hair first. So came round at 90, and then I come back down to 45 degrees, just so we get that shape coming in towards the face. It's really important that you do that, but I like to not do that until I'm sure that I've got the length right to start with. Good. Let's give this a little blast, eh? One of the things you guys would know a lot about me is that I don't like to manipulate the hair too much when I'm drying it. So it's very important that we just dry the hair off and we're watching how it sits. And we're just gonna go in through here and just polish all this out because the shape's good. But I like to see how it's drying so you can better identify where the hair needs to be removed from. Yeah. Everyone like my Metallica gear today? Yes. And my shorts? Get the pins out. Soccer legs. Right, let's just move YouTube down here. Trying a new format today. For those of you who are going to watch this haircut from a completely different angle in the days ahead on my YouTube channel, what I'm going to try and do is shoot it a little bit more authentic, a little bit more ad lib, rather than always having these. I guess I got a little bit of feedback that it was all very fancy and glitzy, and I guess there was a little bit of a hint there that I might have been, you know, there was a bit of a trickery where I'm not showing you guys everything. So I hope you guys can see that this is different. Hey, Kofa Bags. For those of you watching, if you want a great kit to travel with, go to Kofer Bags, Kofer Bags on Instagram and check it out. I think from memory, I think it's Andrew. He's a really great guy. Super great guy. I've got one that's been all over the world, man. Taking it everywhere. That's starting to sit really nicely in there now, because just softening it with some very premeditated and calculated point cutting, being very precise and strategic about it. We don't want to destroy our shape and our cutting line, and if we go across this way like this, it's no good. So you want to make sure that you're really just going within your design line and not breaking it up. There's nothing wrong with breaking it up, but that's when you have made the decision that you want to deconstruct your haircut. We don't want to deconstruct this. We want to keep it the shape quite pronounced, but we just want to soften a little bit. You can see there now it starts to sit a little bit flatter. So working this right around. So for those of you watching this on YouTube, I've actually mounted my iPhone XS with a windscreen mount on the mirror in the salon. So you should get the effect of, if you were in the salon, you're essentially the mirror. So that's pretty cool. You guys are asking for more regular content, so I'm trying to work out a really cool way to bring you guys more regular content without having to bring all the gear in and the hours of editing and all that stuff. I want to be able to do more regular content like my vlog, where I can just record it without too much editing and just upload it pretty much straight away in the same day. So it's getting a bit hairy. Right, so the colour was, because someone asked, the colour was a part of a campaign that we did for Matrix, and Sinead was involved in that, where we did a collection of colours for Matrix called Blushing Blondes, and this is one of the colours from Blushing Blondes. So that's why it looks fabulous, because it was done by probably the best colourist in the city I live in, Canberra, and that's Michelle Ciaccia. You can follow her on Instagram. It's at Canberra Hair Colorist. You'll find the link to her bio on one of the many, many pictures I create. Let's finish this cut. Always work this way, huh? That's, yeah. Is that your side?
Sure.
Yep.
It goes wherever it wants.
Let's spin around so people can see a little bit better. Loving the way this is sitting and feeling at the moment. It's fantastic. It's hot. Take this. Last. Spin back the other way. Just check the balance. just going to say it, Sinead, and I'm going to say it because I mean it. How long have I been cutting your hair for?
2 years? 3 years?
This is easily the best haircut I've ever given you,
Yeah.
like by far. Yep. Just like, if I pull this back like that, look at your face shape. Look at that. Here, look at the texture coming through the sides. You know, like, have swept. We could have this so it's up and back. Yeah, I think it is. And I'm not just saying that, I mean, but I've always known that you'd look the best with a haircut like this, always. Yeah. Do you feel much different? It's not really, because this is sort of what has sort of framed your face for a while. All right, I'm just gonna spin you back around, show these beautiful people what we're gonna do back here. Be around this way. YouTube, we just bend you down a little bit. So what we're gonna do now is chin forward for me. We're just gonna look for some weight. You don't want to take the weight out. You can see there's a little bit of weight there. I don't want to remove it because I've sculpted that quite tight. Don't be scared to ask questions if you want to ask questions. That's why we're here. So I'm just going to go on very gently point cut. You can see there's a disconnection there. I've left it there on purpose because this haircut's a part of a series of haircuts I'll be teaching throughout 2018 and 19. The reason why I'm going to be doing it over 2 years is because the people who learn it this year are going to want to come and see the evolution. So where we take the cut next time. Hey, Londy's joined. Hey, Londy. Hey, Londy. How are you, babe? See you next week in Sydney. So this time it's about shape on shape, but one of the things I get asked by people who come to my workshops is, okay, so when we do this haircut, when this client comes back, what do I do next time? And I think it's really important, A, that you plan to see someone more than once. I mean, I hope that you guys are doing that. But you're also thinking when you're cutting this haircut, it's like, okay, so what curveballs could Sinead throw at me next time? Adam, I want to grow my hair. Adam, I want a bit shorter. I want a little bit less texture. I want a little bit shorter in the back. So you're going to need to prepare for, you know, pushing this haircut to a new space. So you need flexibility in the cut. What if I left a straight line across the middle back? Well, I guess you can. That's not going to affect anything. I like the softness. I like the texture and the softness on the hairline. You can see Sinead's hairline is quite high. And if you're going to go short, any shorter than this, you need to go clippers. And we're not doing that. We want to have sort of softness in on the neck. Maybe clippers next time, we'll see. Right, so let's get back to what we're up to. So just point cutting this side. I'm going to go back. I meant at the occipital part, a straight line. Yeah, I guess you can have a straight line. Oh, so you want it to be more geometric and more pronounced. You can do that. I want it to be quite soft. So I've been creating lots of texture and lots of softness. And with these haircuts, which I'm teaching for the next 18 months, it's called Shape on Shape. It's an evolution of haircuts that I've been sort of doing for a while, but now I've got them down on paper and I've got it into a curriculum where I can actually go and teach. So I want to teach you guys this stuff. Back around this way. So for those of you who've just tuned in, I'm cutting Sinead's hair. In the comments I wrote her Instagram so you can go and follow her. You guys would recognise Sinead if you watch my YouTube. She's been on there quite a fair bit. She's a great friend of mine, and she's an amazing model also, so we've done a lot of work together. What we're doing here today is taking her haircut to the next level. We've been wearing a look, and we've been reinventing it a fair bit, haven't we? It hasn't been like the same. So we've reinvented a look a few times in that whole bob sort of genre. And now we're at a point where we just want to push a little bit. I'm doing a little photo shoot in Sydney next week, and Sinead's going to be one of the models there. So I just wanted to take it that little step further so we can make it that bit more edgy. I'm just going to push her over here a little bit. Yep. Sorry for leaning on you. Hope it smells alright.
Yeah, it's alright.
So for those of you who are watching this on YouTube, sorry, I was concentrating then for a bit, I'll get back to what I was saying. So for those of you going to watch this on YouTube, what you'll notice is we're going to be doing tutorial videos as we normally probably would. However, what we're going to do is we're going to do two formats. So we'll probably do the traditional ones we're used to, which I do with Jimmy. So they're really up close and personal. I talk a lot, but I want to create, and I explain a lot, but I want to create more content. So what I've done here today, we've got a time lapse going for Instagram. We've got Instagram Live on another iPad. So we've got two iPads on the mirror. We've also got an iPhone X on the mirror, which is recording footage from YouTube. So what I want to do for those who watch me on YouTube is I want you to see that I want it to be in a more less staged sort of setting. So I'm going to record videos for YouTube that is just streaming live. So we've got YouTube up there, Instagram here, and then they're sort of two married together. So that way I can create more content because I can go home and I can just edit it on my iPhone X and upload it real quick. And then when Jimmy's back in town, actually we've got some more planned anyway. That's looking really cool. All right, so I'm just going to do the back. What I'm going to do up here is I don't want to blend it as such, but I just want to, you can see that it's quite full there. Just going to add a little bit of texture through the top. I don't want to take any length off the front at all. I really like the length on the front, creates that little bit of drama. We'll see how this is all assimilating in through the front here. What if I go to a salon, what would I ask for? Look, it's hard to say because most hairdressers would understand, but some may have a particular style or a way that they cut hair. So essentially what I've done in the back for Sinead, I can recap it. I'm going to recap it for YouTube right now anyway, so you guys may as well tune in and I'll answer your question. So what I've done essentially is taken a large triangle section in the top here, starting at a point, going wide. Sinead wears her hair on this side more, so the triangle, let me grab another comb. The triangle is actually not like this, but it's actually like that, because she wears a part here, you can see. So I've got the triangle going this way, so this is the length. Doesn't mean that you can't wear it that way, because you can, no problem. But essentially what I would ask for if you're having this is say, I just want a nice, soft, feminine crop in the back and sides with texture. I don't want too hard lines. And I just want to leave length on the top so I've got flexibility to push left or right. There's no real name for this. Some people would say that this is like my signature haircut for what I'm known for, which is like a pixie, like a long pixie cut. But yeah, it's really hard to put a name on it, especially to explain to another hairdresser. But I guess you could ask them to watch my channel and now you'll see Sinead on there. I've also got a GoPro back here as well, so on YouTube you'll actually see back and front footage, so don't stress. think we're almost done, babe. Yeah, you can definitely work like that, huh? Mm. Right. You reckon, Sinead?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this be funky. So here we have an amazing product I use, Matrix. Thank you, love you very much. It's called Mineral Mess Maker. So what I like about this is you can spray it in dry hair and it gives you some texture, but it allows the stylist and or the client flexibility, and you'll see it takes the hair from being quite fine and separate, and it congeals. It makes the hair sort of almost stick together, but it doesn't make it sticky. Just sort of, yeah, it just brings the hair back together, makes it more noodly, I guess. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Whatever you say, ads, right?
What do you say?
Through, just dry it off a little. Use cold air. back there. This side. We're back over here. A little bit of softness. So tuck this side, a little bit of softness. You could tuck the whole lot. Tuck the whole lot's cool, sort of brings the cheekbone back a little bit. And this side I think is more if you want to wear it across the face. If you want to have it off the face, you flip it this way and you can actually get that big lift and it's going to sit right away. And the same on this side, we just tuck it back. So it's sort of similar looks, but at the same time quite different depending on which way I want to do it. Head forward for me, we'll just give it a shake. Let's have a look at that texture coming through the top there so people can see the shape that I've done through the top. So it's coming here, tight in there, these are the same. Give you a blast, and then I'm going to let you do it, not just yet. Do your own hair, babe. Let's see what you do. Amazing. What do you think?
Yeah.
How good is it? The products we use are Matrix products, so this is from the Style Link. That was the Mineral Mess Maker. So that's what we used. This is a product that you can use a lot of ways. It's in the mineral family, so it's the Mineral Airy Builder. So what it's good is you can probably see there's just that little bit of flyaway after we've done the styling. So I'll give you this. Can you do what you did it before? And just show it. It's like not much, but I use it almost like a finishing cream. Yes, it's mousse, but I use it like a finishing cream. You watch, when Sinead works that through the top and the sides, it's just gonna settle down those flyaway and just get that little bit of polish there because you don't want to ruin the texture. And the good thing about the Airy Builder is that the texture isn't compromised by using a product that's going to smooth it all out on you. So pretty amazing, huh? Also gives you a little bit of hold like a hairspray. Might. What do you think?
Cool.
Sinead is done. What do you reckon?
It's good.
Look amazing.
Looks good.
I was saying before, I personally believe this is the best haircut I've ever given Sinead. And I'll tell you why. This is why it's important to have conversations with your clients about face shape, because they may be holding on to a little bit of length for security. And I'm not saying Sinead was, but this is just an example. Like wearing it in a bob and thinking it's just that little bit too short, I wouldn't feel comfortable. But the result is, when we spin her around, you can just see how beautiful her neck is, and it's a crime against humanity to have hair on her neck. I haven't gone in hard and clipped it and made it really aggressive. I've just left it quite nice and very feminine. But this still gives the shape that she, and the softness and the finesse that she had with that bob that she sweeps to the side. But by pulling it back off her face, brings the cheekbones out, shows off her neck and her chin, and what can I say? I mean, the result speaks for itself. So hope you guys liked the last two videos that I've done, including this one. As I said, I want to create more regular content, and that sometimes means compromising my shooting style, but I still believe with using the GoPro and the iPhone X and the iPad on the mirror, using the 3 angles, you are going to be able to see enough of the haircut. Sinead, thanks for today, and always, you're amazing. Gives us time to be creative with the hair and help you guys at home learn without beautiful people like Sinead, who's adventurous and prepared to explore her hair and what sort of shape she can wear. I can't help you guys grow, so thanks Sinead. See you guys soon.